Gotta take a little time to think things over. Better read between the lines in case I need it when I'm older. This mountain I must climb feels like a world upon my shoulders. Through the clouds I see love shine, keeps me warm as life grows colder. In my life there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. Can't stop now. I've traveled so far to change this lonely life. I wanna know what love is. I want you to show me. I wanna feel what love is. I know you can show me.
Okay. Well, welcome to Friday night, May 5th. Is this Cinco de Mayo? I'm thinking, is this Cinco de Mayo? May 5th?
Oh, I
Yes.
think so.
Keleena?
Yes, it is. I don't drink. I guess so.
I know, but still. Anyway,
I know.
all right.
I don't know the Earth traditions.
I know it. Well, we have a special guest with us tonight. And, except I have to find my information here. Hang on just a second. All right.
Uh-oh.
Tonight with us, we have Naglaa Elshamy. And for those of you who don't know who Naglaa is, although I'm sure many of you already do, she is a channel and a psychic medium that communicates with spirits of the spirit world, of higher consciousness, and twin flames. She loves helping others on empowerment, which is very much in both mine and Keleena's bailiwick, and teaches how to connect our spiritual world with our physical world through channeling wisdom and support from guides, ascended masters, and archangels, and the Pleiadians, and more. We're able to connect to a much higher level of our soul in our ascension process. So she is working to bridge the knowledge of the East with the West, as she had an upbringing in Egypt. So, Naglaa, welcome. Now, is that how you say your name?
Hello.
Is it Naglaa?
Naglaa, yeah. Oh, my God, wow.
I'm
very honored, very humbled to be on this call. You guys have no idea. You guys are like, idols to me. So.
Oh, stop, silly. You are. I just laugh.
It's like you watch people grow and you watch people grow and become amazing, and you're just like, oh wow, look at them. It's like,
oh, but that's but see,
you're sweet, but we don't look at ourselves that way.
Not at all. Oh my God.
Well,
ding dongs, aren't
you
we?
did today. Thank you.
Yeah, we were the ding dongs. No, we aren't. We're serious a lot of times.
Kuthumi said, "No, you are."
No, you are ding dongs. Yeah,
you just set yourself up for that.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
Well, I think we're going to be so silly today.
Oh,
I
always.
think we need to bring a lot of playfulness into the action. I think a lot of the energies that have been happening lately have been pushing us to our limits in so many different ways.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
We need to bring fun back.
Absolutely.
Oh, we got the fun.
We do, and I really think that is what I heard. Why Kuthumi, Ascended Master Kuthumi was brought to the master teacher role? Isn't it because he has a great sense of humor? I think that's the reason why he was voted. Is that how you got in, Kuthumi? Did you vote? Did they vote you in?
No.
No.
No, I just am. I am.
I know.
I am.
I know. Let's talk a little bit about what we're going to do. Well, first of all, let's talk about one of the reasons why we asked Naglaa to be on the show with us is because we had just all gotten together, a group of us, and decided that we're going to do a conference in Chicago. And so between now and then, those of us that are involved, we have Dio, and I still don't know how to say Dio. Does someone know how to say Dio's last name?
I probably do if I look at it. God, I can speak light language. Veselinov?
Veselinov. Right. We have, what's that noise? Who is pounding on a keyboard?
I don't know. Not me.
Naglaa.
It's not me. It's not me.
Who's not
Is that
muted?
Terry? Not Terry.
Well, we have one
Make sure everybody is muted.
Yeah, well, let me mute everybody again. Okay, now I'm going to mute everybody again. Okay. All right, now it sounds a little bit more quiet. I don't know how we ended up with someone that wasn't muted, but we're fine now.
Maybe I called in after.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, sorry. Shikatene mukatia otakiana mo yakuto me sisi ani ani okuto me kidia o yani kitinia me ono mo kidi so totoro me kidi sisi siana mana. Oton poni ani na ani kianto ona me kianti asisi ate krumi. Moya me kino no ya se senti ani no padea a autokanene ke se chutene me kidiana o yamakaya a anto ya me ate sitenente. Ete kino ko na makare se chutene kidia ta kote anama. I got kotea sisionoma. Namaste.
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 Sorry, I needed to bring that blessing in.
I was going to say, I can only assume that's a blessing for this call, and thank you so much for bringing that through.
Yep. No problem.
Before I was hearing a lot of pounding on a keyboard, what I was going to say is that a group of us are going to go to Chicago together. And Naglaa is one, and Dio is one, and Marla Kelly is one, Terry, gosh, why am I, Terry Wilson?
Terry Wilson.
Yes, and, like, hello. And then, of course, Keleena and I. Did I miss anybody?
Yes, you did.
Oh, no, Kuthumi. Oh, yes. Yes. Master teacher.
You know,
you're going to come with us?
Oh,
Can you
I already
ride
have
in
my room
plane
book.
with me? Can you ride in the plane with me?
No.
No.
I do not do planes. I travel in light speed.
Okay, well, can you send some of the angels to fly? Because I don't really like to fly. And I heard Marla doesn't really like to fly. No.
No.
All right.
That is not my job.
That's not your job. I knew you were going to say that.
Well,
it's not my job.
I'm gonna have to interject on this because Archangel Michael says I'm gonna be there too. So.
Oh, good.
Oh, yes, you will. We've already discussed it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think we're in the middle right now. He says,
but don't you worry. All your planes will be safe. Just buckle up. All right?
Buckle up. Yeah, that'll do a lot. Good one.
Unless you want to go by camel, that's probably the safest.
Yes, I don't want to go by camel. Thank you. It doesn't sound very safe to me.
Well, it's okay. They have many days of water within them. They won't need to stop.
What about all that pavement? They don't like the pavement, do they?
Well, you will not be walking on pavement, my dear.
Oh, I won't, huh? Will I be walking on?
Besides, Kuthumi, no.
What did he say?
Oh, he just put the vision and you bought the cheap seat, so he put you tied to the camel's tail in a red wagon from a child.
Oh my God! Yes, this is the Friday night laughing hour. Anyone that wants to laugh, just come on over. We got some twin flame energy, all ready to laugh.
May I say something, please? Please,
Absolutely.
if you don't mind. Before we talk about the ice cream cones and the twin flamers that are out there waiting to ask a question, I would like to say something. Never underestimate the power of a woman. Oh, my God. I saw Keleena today, and I was like, dang. Let me tell you, divine feminine, your energy, your goddessness, your rise in power of self has emerged. And every time I watch some of you, I'm enamored by your spirit. And I cannot believe that I decided to be a man last time. And next time I'm coming in as a woman.
We'll welcome you with open arms. What are we going to call you? Tammy.
Call me Coochie.
Coochie. Okay.
No. Don't call him Coochie. That's bad. No.
Was there anything else that you wanted to say, Kuthumi?
Yes. My ice cream is dripping.
Okay. Are we going to talk about ice cream before we talk about anything else? Or should we have an introduction?
I think that you need to speak with your flamers. You know, they need some assistance here. And I will sit back and watch.
You are too funny. I love how he pokes fun at all of us. It's so wonderful. He's so sweet.
Well, beyond the veil, we sit here and laugh at you.
I know.
Where is he? Oh, my God. Where is my twin flame? Oh, my God. He must be out there somewhere. Oh, my God. He's running from me today. Oh, she's running from me. Oh, I'm running back at him and giving him all of this love, and he's not taking it. Oh, but wait. He's with someone else. Oh, she's with someone else. What am I going to do now? Oh, I need some assistance. Oh, good God. This is about ascension.
Yes, it is about ascension. Thank you very much for that reminder. We had a lot. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No distractions. That is okay. It is a distraction, all of the things all of you are going through. I'll just keep talking. It is a distraction when you all are flighty and running after people and seeking things and not paying attention to why you're truly here. It is complete distraction to the ascension process. And I am only being honest, and many of you are very vulnerable at this very moment, but you don't understand that it is nothing like a fluffy relationship. It is not. It is about ascension of the soul. And we'll get into that more in depth later. So go ahead and do what you were doing. I'll sit back and eat my ice cream.
Okay. Seriously, that is a lot of, I know we laugh, we giggle, about what Kuthumi's saying, but the truth is that couldn't sum it up more. There was drama in Twin Flame community this week. Drama. There was a lot. There was a lot of drama. There was a lot of, you're not going to be in my group anymore, and I'm not going to talk to you anymore, and people are going crazy with some of the energies that are going on right now, and I can just say that it is all pressuring us to remember why we are doing this. You know, this is about ascension. And every bit of this experience with twins, with twin flames, twin souls, twin rays, false twins, it doesn't matter what sacred connection you have or what you call it. Every single one of those connections is for one reason only. Ascension of yourself, your awakening process. It's a rapid, accelerated wake-up process, and then it is from there to springboard to you being the change in the world, breaking templates and things of that nature so that you can literally help shift the world. You are the change. You are here to be the change. You are here to be that change.
And not only anything else, but everyone that came on path.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
that twin flames don't think it's only them.
Right.
Well,
what were you going to say, Naglaa? Yeah.
Well, I think sometimes it's just watching people going through as you said, the drama in the twin flame groups or in spiritual groups. I think we focus too much on the ascension symptoms on our physical bodies. Like we think that ascension, I'm downloading, I'm upgrading, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. It's more on the physical signs and symptoms of ascension. But ascension, on the other hand, is really a spiritual experience. It's an experience of the soul. It's an experience of how we express love towards everything that we interact with. It is really ascension in its essence. It's not really the physical symptoms. Physical symptoms or the physical forms of ascension is just some kind of a byproduct that allows us into the spirit world or allows us to become the souls that we are. So ascension really is about how we use the knowledge that we gain as we ascend into our everyday life. It's really how our egos subside and become, something in the shadows of the background, and we act from our soul. And when we act from our soul, really, nothing becomes painful, nothing becomes fearful to us. So we really transcend all these different limitations and boundaries that we put into our lives as human beings. And we actually can live the spirit world, but yet in a physical existence. So it's a very expansive concept of ascension, because a lot of people complain about, I'm having headaches, I'm having this, and I'm having that. And not that we don't go through this, we do, but really ascension itself, you feel it on a spiritual level. Like you feel it in how you deal with people every day and how you deal with people who have brought you pain or have hurt you in the past, or, how you raise your children, how you interact with your ex-husband or ex-wife or ex-lover, or even your twin flame. It's just it's the feelings.
Right, and the easiest way, like Kuthumi has always taught me, the easiest way to stay out of pain, out of physical pain, is to take your vibrations up. And that's the key. And you can do that in so many different ways. You can do that with dance. You can do that with laughing. You can do that with so many different ways. You can do that in meditation. You don't have to experience pain. I've done videos on that. There's no reason to experience pain. You just have to know the keys to not have it and don't accept it. You can acknowledge that it's there, yes, because it's your physical body talking to you, saying, we are going through this right now, but take your vibrations up, raise your vibrations. And, oh, gosh, he's starting to talk. Please wait a minute. He's trying to talk at the same time I'm talking.
It doesn't work out so well.
You're trying to choke me.
No.
Kuthumi, wait.
Wait.
Yes. The last video I did, I talked about when I was at my chiropractor's office, and he was eating a triple scoop ice cream cone. He dropped the 2 scoops on the floor, and I was in a lot of pain when she was adjusting me, and he picked the 2 scoops up and plopped them right back on the ice cream cone and started licking them. And I was laughing so hard because I was telling the doctor, who my doctor was awake, I was telling her she was laughing so hard that the vibrations just went instantly up, and I had no pain from what she was doing. And he was only reminding me that when we lift our vibrations, we don't have to feel physical pain. It's that simple. Yet we forget. So it is only part of the process of learning. Who wants ice cream?
I do.
Well, go buy some. You go get your own. I'm just going to sit here and listen. We will talk about the triple scoop soon, Deborah.
Yes, we will. Good to me. I want to just talk about that a little bit too, the physical symptoms versus the the way I tend to view ascension is awakening, and it's moving up in your perspective. When I begin to see from higher and higher and higher perspective, and that's where you take that up, up, up. It's not just about vibrations of feeling good, but it's how high can you see from? What vantage point are you looking from? And I never forget there's this video that's out there somewhere that talks about 2D, and it's this flat world. And when 3D came along, these people were all in these flat worlds and nobody could see anything. And then 3D came along and someone was floating just above and could say, hey, can you see that over there? And they're going, where? I can't see anything, right? There's a higher perspective. So as I climb in my perspective, I'm able to see things more and more clearly. there are physical symptoms that go along with this ascension process. I tend to do releasing on those physical symptoms. When I have what I think of as the triangle energy that goes from armpit to armpit, elbow or shoulder to shoulder, right over the armpits down into the groin area, solar plexus, I'm sorry. It burns. It's very strong energy, and it takes my breath away, and I just release on it and let go. So, the physical symptoms are kind of part and parcel to the other aspects. It's perspective. It's how you view the situations that are right in front of you. But I know we're going to get into that conversation about the ice cream cone, Master Kuthumi.
Yes.
And that has a lot to do with, where we're aiming to be in ascension. So we can talk about that in just a little bit. What we had originally thought we would talk about tonight, tell me if you still want to do this, Keleena. We've had a lot of conversations going on about, once again, what does twin flame union mean? What physical twin flame union? What is getting together? And what's fifth dimensional? What's third dimensional? What is this whole process? And literally what the whole point of everything is. Do we want to talk about that?
Yeah, because what I've been receiving is about 60. Yeah.
What's about 60? What?
Do you remember we talked to you about the sixth dimension? 60?
Right.
60 is where union actually occurs. 5D is a state of being of unconditional love. That's the point you are ascending to in your sacred heart center when you've yes, Kuthumi, he's showing me garbage cans being kicked to the curb. When you've left all the garbage, when you've peeled all the layers. It is only a bunch of trash, all of this illusion and garbage that you put on top of yourself. You need to take it off and you need to throw it away and then kick it to the curb. It's that simple in your terms of earth language.
Yep.
I'm only saying it so that you understand it.
Thank
you.
The
earth language there has changed a little bit since I have been there.
Not that much. It isn't that much.
Well, I hear kick it to the curb a lot, and it means various different things, and I would not want to be kicked to the curb, especially by one of you divine feminine.
You might feel it for a couple of days.
Thank God I am only energy.
But you're not invisible.
No.
No.
All right. I will let Keleena talk.
Okay, Keleena.
Keleena, go on. I forgot where. Yeah, so I was just talking about how as we go through this process of ascension, and we're removing all the karmic layers and everything, and we do have karma. The only people that don't have karma are new souls. So if you have people telling you don't have karma, I'm sorry, but from all my downloads and everything, we sure do have karma. Again, unless you're a new soul. So those are things that we are releasing. We're releasing things from past lives that could connect to this life, and the things that are happening in this life are actually reminding us and pulling in those things of past life just to give us those triggers, to give us those reminders, to show us these templates that we're here to remove. And we're all here working on different templates. So, and as we remove these things, we're removing it not only from our soul, so that we can be the beings of light that we are, and that we can remove the density from ourselves. We're also removing it from the Earth's consciousness as well, so that Earth is becoming brighter and lighter. So that is part of the process of ascension that's going through. And as we go through this process and we rise into our true self and our wholeness and everything, we are going closer and closer into living from our sacred heart space, which is the unconditional love. And that sacred heart space, which I teach, like I try to teach my clients, is where you always should think from. It's where every word should come from. It's where every thought, every action, everything that you do should come from your heart space, not the ego. So it's that coming out of ego, stepping out of ego, and moving into the heart center, which is where we're all supposed to live from. We were designed with these bodies as the heart center, being our center of communication. It was never supposed to be the ego. So we are all moving back to this heart center and the heart center awareness. So a lot of people are, my last video with the masculine energy is struggling back and forth, trying to stay in that heart center. They're coming out of that patriarchal control. And even women that are more masculine, there's some of them are struggling too. But it's part of the process of moving into the sacred heart and living from there. That's where we're all meant to be. That's where this consciousness rising is. That's where we're going. So that's fifth dimensional. 60, from my download and from the information I've been getting the last couple of weeks, is where union actually takes place. Okay? If you came as twins, not everybody chose that path. Not everybody chose to come down here from one unit and split in two. Not everybody did that. There's so many different paths.
I would like to interject here. That doesn't mean you didn't come in on a love path and a catalytic path with a loving union of some kind. But the twin, actually, the twin dynamic, the twin soul dynamic, that came earlier. Now, from everything that I understand, that's available to all people. You are able to have all those same wonderful, amazing connection experiences. And by the way, I did just revise on Twin Flame Eternal, the signs at the top. How do you know if you've met that person? Let me tell you, that person, all those signs can be there, and you may not be twins. I'm going to say that right now. It is not. It is available to all now to have those, because that experience is a catalytic awakening, and that isn't what the twins came to do with each other, to wake up. Well, they did first come to wake up, but they came to be the precursors. Now everyone can experience that same level of connection. Okay, so go on about 6.
Yeah. So 60 is where the actual union takes place. If you are, it's 60 and higher. It's like 60 and 70. That's where union actually takes place. It doesn't happen in 5D. 5D is where you actually step into your sacred heart center and you start to live from there, from the unconditional love. And the other thing, Kuthumi just flashed 1111 in front of me because he wants me to bring. I keep reiterating this on all the twin flame groups. People are like, oh, 1111 twin flames. Well, no, 1111. If you go back to Tibetan numerology, the number 1, the number 11 is illumination. So when you see 1111, it means awakening. It is the codes of oneness. It is the codes of awakening. That's what the ones are for. You can go back far, 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 and you can find all this. Somebody here on Earth dubbed it because they saw that number when they met their twin flame. Okay, so I've had people arguing with me and slamming me about it, but if you go back to the ancient, glyphics and you look, it'll tell you right there. It's about illumination. It's about brilliance. It's about stepping into your spirit and illuminating your light. That's what the ones are for. Not so. If he sees, he's reiterating. He's saying yes, yes, yes. It means awakening. And right now in this year, this number 1 year, so many people are awakening right now that everyone is starting to see 1111 or 111 or I don't care what it is and what sequence. You're seeing, if you're seeing numbers 1, 7 and 111. It's just awakening. That means you're awakening. And it's just the sign from either your higher self or your guides that you're starting this process. It's to wake you up because it's a code that you asked for before you came down, that you blueprinted. You said, this is the code that I'm going to receive so that I know it's my awakening period. And it starts your DNA activations. There's so many different ways we are being activated now. But that's one of them. So people need to understand that the 1111 is not just twin flames. And yes, Deb, I do agree with you, what you said. We have lived here so many times. The Earth is millions of years old. We've had so many lives here that you can actually find the vibration of a soulmate now that you connect with, and people will think it's a twin flame. But it can be actually a soulmate. So I received that information too as well.
And the thing is when I look at that information, what I do say is that really, when it comes right down to it, who cares? The experience of the connection, when you connect on that level with a person where you are so of the same vibration that every part of your body sings to be together, guess what? That's all that matters, because you know what?
Right.
When we go up to the highest realms and we go back to the soup of creation, even if we all have our own individuated thinking, which I really at this point don't even know, we may be all one thought at that highest Godhead. That means all of this, they're merging back up into oneness with all that is. So,
Right.
the experience
Absolutely.
we're
I
asking
agree
to
100%. Go on.
have. Okay, well, thank
Naglaa,
you.
would you like to add something?
Yes, Naglaa.
Well, I do agree about the 11:11. This is our connection with the universe right at this moment. When you see the 11:11, it just reminds you that you are one with this universe. This is how your spirit is connecting with everything that is, outside of that physical body that you're living in. And yes, I feel people connected with twin flames because twin flames remind you of that oneness, reminds you of that unconditional love, that whole opening up of your own ascension towards becoming your own soul and becoming your own, getting into your own wholeness and getting into that unconditional realm of consciousness.
Right.
So I definitely feel it about that, and yet,
it
and of
is
course,
unity.
It is.
Thank you, Kuthumi. It is unity.
Definitely.
Sorry, that's Kuthumi.
Hello, Master Kuthumi.
Hello, Naglaa. Would you like to have a conversation with me over a bowl of ice cream?
Definitely. I mean, I
All
love
right.
pistachio. You know that.
Yes, I do. It seems like everybody loves pistachio. I'm going to have to stock up.
We'll have this conversation, definitely, over the ice cream.
Good. We will do that in Chicago, all right? It will be pistachio for everybody except for Keleena. She does not eat ice cream. She's crazy.
Thanks.
And yeah, Archangel Michael says if he's going to help anybody who wants to go. He's going to take them on the wings of an angel. So.
Yes,
Oh,
I
sure
agree.
he will.
Michael have a problem.
He's going to be with me, We're going to be on our own ship way above you two. Well, way above all of you. We'll be laughing. We'll be there in light speed. We'll be waiting for hours and days. Where are they? Where are they? Come on. They're on those solo planes. Oh, Michael, did you say you were supposed to be on board with them? You're on the ship.
I'm having a hard time channeling now. It's like I can't stop laughing. He's showing me the clouds. He's going to be up in the clouds.
There you
Oh,
go.
very well. He's only showing you that to comfort you, my dear.
Well, I'm sure he knows how to comfort me. He's seen a lot of me, so.
Michael and I will be sitting with Yeshua in the bar waiting for you. Yeshua needs his wine every now and then,
He's been preventing me from trying to drink or anything like that. So he says he's going to protect me from drinking, from other drinking buddies.
All right. Sure. Mm-hmm. I know what you'll be sneaking in your rooms. I will be watching.
And he says he's going to bring Gabriel as well. He needs the communicator out of all of us.
Oh, well, he communicates with God. We might as well bring him. He's the number one. Oh, my God. He is the messenger of God. Hello, this is Gabriel. Leave a message.
I'm hearing, Gabriel saying, no comment. like journalist, and he's showing me like being on a speech, and
God.
He says no comment on a question.
Yes. You will always know when Kuthumi is in the house because nobody has anything else to say. They cannot match my vibration of joy. Well, maybe they can match my love vibration, but not my joy. There is a Kuthumi show up in heaven. Everybody comes. It's sold out. It'll probably sell out your Chicago show. Come see Kuthumi.
Show in Chicago. I can't imagine what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but I tell you.
It does not matter what's going to happen because I'm going to take over.
And that's going to be the whole problem. This is where we're all going to be in trouble.
Oh, it is no problem. You can just sit there and laugh. I will keep you all in joy. So, when are the flamers coming on to ask questions?
Well, we're gonna go into that.
Oh, Keleena needs to blow her nose.
Thanks for telling us that.
That's too much information. That's too much.
Oh, I'm laughing so hard. My eyes are watering and my nose is running.
That is too funny.
Thanks, Kuthumi. You're welcome.
Kuthumi.
This is only physical body. Who cares? I've seen the physical bodies do so many different things. Oh, good God, stop it.
I know. Can we not go any further?
All right. Well, I've already seen you go further. I don't need to see anymore.
I'm not touching with a 10-foot pole.
Thank God Keleena does not have a boyfriend. I don't need to see that. Good God.
I love it. I love to laugh.
Oh, you people on Earth think it's all about 3D sex. Oh.
I can say.
Yes, let's keep talking about dating. You know what? As Keleena said earlier, it's not about the sacral and the root chakra. Well, I think she forgot to talk about that. Should we talk about that, Keleena? Not yet. Oh, good. It is not about those. It is about the heart connection.
Yeah.
It's not about the sex. And for those of you who think it's about penetration, it is not. I will tell you that now.
Thank you for clearing that one up. Can we still do that, though?
Well, if it's done in a loving manner, but it's not the 3D craziness that you have, that it's kind of like, I will not say anymore. You get the image. I don't have to say anything. You know. You all know.
Yeah. Okay.
I live in my heart. I live in my heart.
And enjoy.
Energy, be quiet. Yes, I think Keleena's going to slap me now. All right, where's the flamers?
Okay, are we going to go live now? Do we want to talk about anything else before we go live? Well, we are.
We'll talk about the ice cream when we get the right caller.
Okay. All right, let's do this. Are we ready to go into Q&A? We really, let's just open it up. And are we open for all questions, obviously? We don't have to stay on that topic of physical union, but if anyone wants to talk about it.
Ask me a question. Okay. Ask me what color my shoes are today. I don't mind.
They're yellow.
No, they're not. They are not yellow today.
What color are they?
They're blue.
Oh,
I was.
What? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going into question and answer mode now. Before I get out of hand on this board and unmute everybody again. All right, question and answer mode. Q&A session has started, and anyone that would like to ask a question. Oh, well, Nezrin is the first one into the queue. All right, Nezrin. Yes. Oh, my dear. I love Nezrin. Okay, Nezrin, hang on. Nezrin.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Darling. Yes.
Oh, my God.
Hello.
Hi, Nezrin.
Thank you. Hi.
Good evening, Nezrin.
Ooh, I am Middle Eastern as well.
Oh, wow. That's why I recognize the name.
Yes, the name Nesrin. It's Arabic.
No. Yes, I know. Can see that.
So you're Arabic or Middle Eastern as well, I take it?
I am actually Egyptian, but I'm also an Egyptian American. So,
and I will tell you that I am everything, so it doesn't matter.
You're everything?
Kathumi's everything.
Universally.
Oh, God.
Nezrin,
so you all
what
are
would you like to ask? Yes.
the ice cream cone. I've heard of that term before, and I heard of it once when I had a healing session. Oh. The term ice cream cone is, I guess, something that was in the back of my heart chakra. And it was an upside down ice cream cone, actually. So I still to this day don't exactly know, but the cones in the chakras I am familiar with. So this is curious that you're talking about it tonight. So I guess I'm interested to know more. And yeah.
Well, it's the one that you saw, like, was that like when you get an upside down oracle card, maybe? Because I don't think it's the same thing that Kuthumi is going to talk about.
Okay. I'm curious to know whether or not that was the case. So you're saying not. So
well, let
I guess
me
then that
see.
doesn't apply.
Who were you working with? You were working with a healer or something?
A long time ago.
All right. And they saw an upside down ice cream cone. Did it have triple scoop?
I don't know, but maybe.
Oh.
I don't know for sure.
All right. Well, I will discuss then the ice cream cone. I have been bringing this forward for a month, Keleena?
More.
I think so. Think that?
More.
A month, maybe? More? Okay, more than that. Maybe 6 or 8 weeks. Yeah, because he's been bringing it through for a lot of people. He even uses it with my clients. All right, I'm going to allow him to go ahead and, well, of course, because it's my ice cream. You don't eat it. I know. Okay, go on. All right. So the ice cream cone. We have 3 scoops, okay? I have a nice scoop of chocolate almond on the bottom. Now, don't start drooling, everybody. In the middle, because you all love pistachio so much, I will put this pistachio scoop. All right, a nice big chunk of pistachio ice cream right in the center, and a perfect round little ball with almost like a sun ray at the bottom. And at the very top, we will have a raspberry chocolate chunk. Now, look at that beautiful ice cream cone with the 3 different flavors and the 3 different colors, and how much joy it brings you when you look at it, and how you just fall in love with that ice cream cone. You just want to savor every moment with it. You almost don't want to eat it, but you do, because the sweetness and the creaminess you cannot wait to have on your tongue. And then you realize the ice cream cone, the etheric realm, actually means something different than food. The ice cream cone presented to you has a significant meaning. It represents the past, the present, and the future. So as you look at your ice cream cone, you can look at it as yourself standing there, representing yourself as past, present, and future. And now let's take the scoops off the top of the ice cream cone. We're going to put down the chocolate almond first on the left here, and we'll put the pistachio in the center, and we will put the raspberry chocolate chunk on the right side. Now, when we're looking at it in this way, we're going to connect it to the physical beings that you are, and what you're going through with your ascension process. Yes, you're an ice cream cone. Look at these ice cream scoops. And I'm going to make sure they're not going to melt, so we have plenty of time to talk. The chocolate almond represents the past. So when you look at the chocolate almond and you have all of your past karma and your baggage and your trash all in there, that's from all of the illusions from the world that you have created and brought with you from every lifetime, and it's still stuck and clung to your soul, because that's what ice cream does. It's clingy, isn't it? It's clingy, it's fatty. Guess what? We're going to get rid of it. We don't need it, because those situations are situations of past. That is the releasing and letting go. That is part of the ascension process. When you meet your twin flame, if you truly have one, and even if you meet a soulmate that you have a heart connection with, you're going to awaken and having to start to remove these things of past. The past is something that, it is a space in time, let's put it that way, in your linear time. It is a time. It is a time of past, and it is no longer needed. It does not matter, because we cannot change the past, can we? The past has happened. The past is over. But if you decide to go up into your ego and constantly think about the past, whether it is the past from the present lifetime you're living or the past from past lives because you've had a past life regression, you don't need to think about it anymore. There is nothing you need to worry about. But you can connect things from the past to your present life so that you can remove them from the present life. There's no reason to keep those issues with you anymore. Because, again, the past is the past. And as you remove those things from the past and you pull it out of the present, it is gone. It is no longer needed. It is part of ego when you try to step back into the past. Because ego places control and fear when you think of the past and things that may have happened in the past. You think, oh, if I would have just changed this, or if I could have changed this, or if I had done this differently, would never have happened. And you get stuck and distracted and constantly thinking about the past. And then you start thinking in the ego, if I do this differently, it won't happen in the future. And we jump over to the raspberry chocolate chunk. But remember, once again, when you're thinking like that, you're back in ego. There is no reason to try to control your future. There is no reason to take that fear and control into the future. It is not necessary. So when you rid yourself of the chocolate almond, of the karmic situations, of the issues, and you clear out the past, it is no longer needed. Do not live in the past. Do not think of the past. Stay out of the ego. It does not matter. The past is the past, and you cannot do anything about it anymore. It was only a mere lesson, an experience in your lifetimes when you came. And as Keleena always says, every experience is only a lesson in love. So whether you think of your experience from the past as something bad or good, always remember it was a lesson in love and nothing else. It was not a lesson to bring you pain. It was not a lesson to bring you a heartache. It was a lesson to bring you and show you things so that you can experience in love and you can know what you truly want in life and what you don't want. Is this making sense so far?
Totally agree.
No? All right. So guess what?
I totally agree. Oh, my God.
All right. So now the chocolate almond has melted. The past is gone. And it's gone, and I did not get a chance to even taste it. But it's okay, because I can always get another scoop later. So let's switch and go up and jump over here to the raspberry chocolate chunk. For those of you that worry about the future, for those of you that worry about creating for the future, your dream, your destiny, your abundance for the future, because in the future you're going to need to have these things. If you're always focusing on the future, that's always coming from ego. Ego controls. Ego has you in fear. When you are always constantly focusing on, let's say, money, I have to be rich, I have to be abundant, I need to make a lot of money because I'm the money winner. Think about it. You're sitting in a place of fear. We do not have to think of the future. You truly do not. It's not why you came here. Your future is already planned by the blueprint, by the life map that you've already created before you came. And what will happen in alignment. So when you place yourself in a constant rotation and thinking of future, guess what? You, again, are under control of your own self and under control of the fear that you've placed there within yourself from your ego. So once again, we must get out of ego. When we take the time to realize these things, we can focus on the center scoop, the pistachio, which is the now, which is the present moment. So, the raspberry chocolate chunk has melted. There is no reason to focus on the future, because the future will happen when you focus on the now. When you stay in the present moment. When you live every day and every minute by what it is that is to bring you in the flow that you are to receive, because you planned it already. And when you surrender to that and you allow it, guess what? You are living life. And you're not in your ego. You're in the heart. When you live from the heart, the sacred heart, and I'm going to be clear about this, you are living in the present moment. And that is the importance of staying out of ego. Because when you go back to ego, you don't live in the moment. You live in the illusions of every day. You live in the noise that is created. And you create it yourself. The material world is ridiculous. We did not come here for things. We did not come here for abundance of all this money that we can't take with us when we leave. We came here because we are love. And we don't only love. And when we leave here, we leave as love. And we leave here with the experiences of love. Everything else falls away. Nothing else matters. And that pistachio scoop in the middle hasn't melted, because every single moment you're living in your truth, in your heart center, in love, and you can take your time enjoying that ice cream cone in the moment. And let me tell you, you will enjoy every single bite more than ever. Because for those of you that decide to stay in the past or in the future, you're going to either hurry up and eat that ice cream cone so it doesn't melt all over, or you're going to take the time to slowly eat the ice cream cone, look around, enjoy your day, watch the butterflies go dancing by, feed the ducks, let the dog have a couple licks, whatever you wish to do. But it's about staying in the sacred heart. So my triple scoop ice cream cone represents the past, the present, and the future. And when you are smart enough and you have taken yourself out of the ego and you have rid yourself of the past because it does not matter, and you've decided not to worry about the future because it does not matter, you'll live in that present moment in your sacred heart space. Whether you are a twin flame or you're any kind of soul partnership, it does not matter. Live in the heart. When you can focus on being in the heart center, you're in the present moment. Now you can enjoy your pistachio. All right? Makes sense?
Beautiful.
All right.
Beautiful, yes. So wonderful to savor the moment and beautifully explained.
Absolutely. And I only use food
for
because that's what many of you on earth seem to digest well.
He's been using food with me
Pistachio's
for
a great flavor.
Time. Yeah. It's always some kind of food. It was gumballs at first, then what, cake?
Yes. Yeah, then you were baking cakes for a long time with
I
him.
was baking
my
cake.
God.
I know. I still owe him cake. I know.
I think
I
jelly
know.
beans. I think he brought jelly beans at some point, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, and I began to think that he thought I was a junkie on sugar or something. Why do you keep saying this junk food, Kuthumi?
Well, I only bring in the sweet things because then people pay attention to me. I do not want to bring in alcohol because that may cause problems. It may not be politically correct. All right.
Funny.
So that is my ice cream scoop analogy. I hope you enjoyed it.
Well, I was going to say, did you have any other questions for us or any things that you wanted to talk about while you were on? Okay.
I do, and it's concerning something that has concerned me from the very onslaught of this whole thing that started for me way back in August 2013. No one has ever explained this to me adequately, and I'd like to do the best I can without revealing who my twin is, because, Debbie, you know. But I don't have a physical union, nor have I met the individual. So union can be had, like, it's a question I have, can be had even though you are not with the individual through sensated feeling, telepathy, etheric merging. These are my words. So I would like to kind of ask Keleena very lovingly if she could kindly just have a look to see what exactly this kind of union or non-union that I have, like what is the connection in my particular instance, because that question has never been answered for me. I can't even grasp it myself at this point, if I can kindly ask.
So you're asking are you asking if he is here and they are in union, or are you asking if he's on the other side of union? What are you asking?
No, a little bit of well, how does one bespeak this? Union. Okay, union is either energetic or it is physical, correct? All right. I don't have the physical kind of union. It has never been that. It has always been someone else in the world somewhere.
Right.
The merge happened in August of 2013. But I don't know what kind of a connection I have, other than the fact that I was told that he was my twin. But exactly what does union mean in my specific case? Am I in union? Am I not in union? An explanation.
Are you speaking telepathically with him?
Say that again. Yeah, there were two people talking at the same time. Can you repeat that?
I was just trying to ask maybe a question. Like, do you know him personally? Do you guys know each other, or he's just someone you don't know, but yet you were told that he's your twin, right? If I'm understanding what you...
The strange things happened, and...
It's more than that. It's more than that.
Had a session with... It's huge, and I can't speak the words of the whom, the where, the when, the how, but what I can ask, though, vibrationally, is it a union at this point being merged, or is it... Like, I'm awakening.
I'm going to ask you a question.
I'm awakening. I am...
Okay. So this past November, did you feel at all like you were becoming one consciousness with another person? We had huge downloads and portals for twins. You felt that?
Well, it's kind of... I think it's happened before that, actually.
Yeah.
Well, it could have happened before.
I don't feel the way that I felt previously.
Right, but the one that happened in November, the one that happened in November was more of a complete wholeness, because you had to be whole within yourself. So those who were whole within themselves, Kuthumi's trying to talk through me at the same time. For those that were complete within and whole within themselves past November, okay, if you were in that state of being already, then the portals that opened and the codes of oneness that were coming through actually placed you into that, what they're showing as the unity consciousness of oneness with you and your twins this past November, okay? You could have already melded or become one beforehand energetically, yes, but this was a different energy this past November. This was almost like a completion to those that were already whole. Those that were not whole yet within themselves, it'll happen again. There's going to be another opening. There's going to be another portal. These codes are going to come in again. It's just coming in waves, and those that are ready are going through it. Hold on, I'm just looking and see what they're showing me. So your reunion, as I said earlier, is 6-dimensional, okay, and higher. You can go all the way up. You can go up to 12. You remove things. You go all the way up to 12th dimension, and then you go beyond that to the God self and stuff like that. You go into your Christ self. You go to your God self. But there's, I'm not even going to get into that because I don't want to throw people off and they're going, what? But that 6-dimensional union, yes, Kuthumi, he said, it's like a space and time for the earth people to understand. Thank you. It's where your union has taken place. Now, do you have to be here in physical together? No. No. Because, I know Kuthumi, he wants to talk. I'm going to let him talk because he just keeps trying to talk through me.
Let him talk.
We love you, Kuthumi. We give you permission.
All right, thank you. Just drink your wine, Deborah.
Oh, my God, how did you know? Guys, I have a glass of wine right now. Kuthumi,
do you not think I am watching you?
I've got a glass of cider. I'm with you. Clink.
Oh, my Kuthumi.
I know.
Don't tell on me.
Deborah, I can see everything you're doing, and you did not even have your walnuts either.
I don't have my walnuts.
I know.
Upstairs.
I'm telling you.
I know you know. I know you know. Answer her question. I'm sorry.
What was your question? She's got me thrown off. She's making me feel drunk. She's putting all that alcohol into the earth's consciousness.
Okay, shall I read
No, I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. I understand your question. I'm just throwing her off a little bit. I like to pick on her. All right.
I know.
Yes. Those Syrian beings, you know. All right.
Oh.
All right. So your union, yes. All right. Who's giggling? Are you giggling at my manly voice or my big muscles?
Oh, Debbie, you got to hear this. No names, please. Just no names.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Do I know what you're talking about? Now, listen, ladies. Goodness gracious. Get a hold of yourself. Get a grip. All right. Don't fawn over me, Deborah.
What?
That's what Philomena does. I let her fawn over me. Or she listens to this, she's going to love it that I said her name. Philomena, Philodo, hello. She's going to be so mad that she did not call in. Oh, I better answer your question because you're wondering. All right. It is about your union, yes. 6-dimensional, 7th-dimensional, and onwards. What point were you at, Keleena? Oh, my God. Kuthumi. What are we answering now? You've thrown me off, Kuthumi. What point were we at, my dear Nazrin?
It's the union, the type of union that I have with this individual in terms of, because it's not physical for sure.
Right.
And I'm just curious to know if it is actually merged and it,
You merged,
I have all my understandings of it, but people have never spoken about it. So.
You did your merge from the vision in November because you were in your wholeness. You were in your wholeness in November. You understand?
Okay.
Do you understand?
Got it. Yes.
Do you understand that you have your abilities?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I know you do. You've stepped into who you truly are.
Yes, I do.
You've cleared your karma. Understand?
Thank you.
And when you've gone through all of those things and you've opened up to your spirit being and you've stepped into who you truly are, understand? And you start living from your sacred heart. You're in your wholeness. Is when you can merge.
Yes.
Do you understand? Now, It has happened beyond the veil
happened,
for you
yeah.
because you are. It has happened beyond the veil for you because you are not together physically. And I am going to tell all of you right now that not everyone will come together physically. There are lots of people out there saying all twin flames will come together physically. If it is in your plan, if it is in your divine plan, then you will. And those who know will know in their heart space. All right? But there are many out there that will not come together physically. But do not cry about it because you planned it. And honestly, it does not matter because there will be another person that you chose to have a sacred love partnership that's going to show you things in this lifetime that you didn't have in others. And that is all. Do not cry about not being your twin because sometimes when you get together with your twin physically, it may not be the prettiest sight at first. No. But there are some times when we have decided to do karmic situations, and many times we choose to stay in those because it's an experience that we need. So, your union came together beyond the veil, beyond the shower curtain. Is it still union? Yes, it is. And have you always been in union? Yes, you have, because you know why.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Because you are the same person.
Why?
You are the same soul. You are one unit split in two, the divine feminine and the masculine energy, the alpha, the omega. So, of course, you are always in union because you are of the same one. And when you go back to the one that you came from, which is not just you. It is the one. Oneness. Understand? You are one being. You are one. If that makes sense.
That
so
makes
there is
sense.
no such thing as
Thank
separation.
you.
For all of you out there, like, we are separate. You are not separate. You're always one. All right? So stop all the distractions and stop all the crying and stop all the drama.
That answered beautifully the question.
Perfect. Wonderful. I will step back.
There's any more drama. It's done. Done.
Drama. What's drama? I don't know anything about drama. Okay. All righty. Well, is that it there? Nazareth, God, I'm so glad you got on and talked. Thank you for calling in, my friend.
Yeah, I was curious about. No problem, and thank you. And this is a good show. I'm really appreciating it. Thank you. I really am enjoying this, and I'm posting it on my group. So, thank you.
Thank you. We love you.
Welcome.
All right. We love you, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Enjoy your
All right. We're going to go to another caller.
Okay.
Okay. I believe this caller is
Hello.
Irene. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good,
Hello.
thank you. Do you hear me well?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
How can we help you today? Hey?
First one, I want to say thank you for you doing all this show because it's very important. I mean, for me, it's very important. And also, I wanted to ask, like, right now, the lady, she's been talking about union that I'm and my twin flame, it's a one. So he's, like, always with me. It's me. And not sometimes, I feel that all the time because I feel like I have that high energy all the time. And I'm trying to say, like, why we get this experience in life to meet our twin flame and to lose it. I just wondering, like, your opinion, why we have to go through this? like why some people like just meet someone, getting married, like family, whatever. And let's say me, I met my twin twice, and I just see him like 5 minutes and I lost him. So why like twin has to go through all these hard experiences?
Well, I would like to just say, and I think I've said this before. I'm not sure if I've said it specifically to you, but I have said that when we meet this person, it's a catalytic experience that changes us forever. All right? Let's say you meet yourself in another body and you feel that energy charge with that other person. When you meet that person, your life is changed forever. Now that goes, because it leads you on a journey of self-discovery. What was that connection? How did it feel? You know, that can be a twin flame. It can be a catalyst. It can be anyone that's extremely important to you that catalyzes you to search deep, deep, deep within yourself and find out who you are. And what's very interesting and very surprising is that the path that you go on after you're catalyzed, okay, may make you think you're going in this direction towards that particular person, when you may actually find out that it is preparation. Now, I'm not going to label twins or not twins. That can be your twin. But that twin who you met can literally be helping shift your vibration to a place through the path that you go on to where someone else steps in unexpectedly and totally blows your heart chakra right open and said, oh my God, I can experience this in a different way. So what I'm trying to say is, and this goes back to what we were just listening to with Keleena and Kuthumi, we're talking about this, is that not all twin flames are meant to come together in this lifetime. However, I will say this. I believe that if you are a twin, or if you have been on this twin path, and you are, I would like to say, motivated by love, motivated by the heart connection, the connection of sacred union, as long as you're doing the work on your soul, and all I mean by that is you are perfect in your spiritual body. You are a perfection of God. But unfortunately, in this physical vehicle, we've kind of inherited all these programs, traits, genealogy and everything else that kind of covers us up and puts all these clothes on us that don't really belong to us. And through this path, you have to learn how to take those pieces of clothing, that ugly sweater that you don't ever want to wear again, and you take that off, and you take off the wig that, hey, I thought I wanted to have curly, dark hair, and no, my hair is this color. I mean, you go through the process of unveiling who you truly are. Once you get to that point, and that takes work, trust me. I've been doing it for years and years and years since I got here, all right? And everybody's path is different, but when you get to that place, then your heart chakra is so wide open that you are so open to love that you can find it anywhere. And I'll be honest with you, I have been feeling that myself personally. My heart chakra, through all the work that I've been doing in the last, I keep thinking I'm going through the last, bits and pieces. There's a fine-tuning process that keeps going on for me, and I keep having large pieces break off, and I stumble around, and then I've got a new level, and I keep breaking all these pieces off. But I have been, ever since we had that, oh my gosh, thank God we got out of Venus retrograde. Oh, that was really, whoa, that was one for me. And that was one for the history books. I thought the last one was bad. And then I said, oh, I'm doing really good in that Venus retrograde. It's like, I need the Barbie dolls, Keleena. I need the Barbie dolls. This is Debbie Benton, and this is, I'm sorry, I love, what's her name, Patricia McNeely and the Barbie dolls. I've been doing that lately, feeling like I need to pull out the Barbie dolls. But anyway, I digress. seriously, I have been so filled. Oh wow! Someone has a loud clock going off. My mom's clock.
What's your name? Excuse me. What's your name?
Who? Me? This is Debbie.
No, like right now, the lady been talking. What's her name?
Oh, Keleena.
Because
Keleena.
I try to contact someone, but I don't know why. I never get a chance to contact personally. Like, if I want to talk to someone, I didn't have a chance for that.
Okay. Have you tried? I know that Keleena, if you're looking to have particular time with Keleena, she does sessions. You would have to go to her website, and is it KeleenaMalnar.com? Keleena?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
she books sessions. She's not available. Okay. I mean, this is how she makes her living. So, you'd have to book a session with her. You can go to her website, KeleenaMalnar.com, and you can look at the sessions that she has available. I do sessions on occasion. I am, first and foremost, though, I have my own business. I do web design and marketing consulting and things of that nature. And this path that I'm on, that's my spiritual calling. So actually, I have 2 full-time jobs. And it's fun. Yeah. But anyway, just to finish up what I was saying, just wanted to summarize what I was saying is that once you get to that place where you've peeled off all of those onion layers, okay, when you get to that place, then you will find yourself, as I have, to be literally surrounded by all kinds of opportunities and choices as to the vibrational matches that are available. I mean, you literally become the love that you were seeking in that first connection. That's what this path is about. Now, some people will literally end up with that original person who is their twin or a catalyst or whatever. Some people will end up in that situation. Some people won't. It depends on your life plan.
But I don't know.
It's the journey. It's the journey. It's the spiritual awakening that you're really here for.
Yeah, but you don't think like every woman wanna anyway has a partner in her life and to feel comfortable?
No, I don't. No, I absolutely do not. I will say that right now. Because I know situations where I have, been shown that a particular person is going to have to go it alone in the next lifetime because they centered their whole life around a man in this lifetime. They missed the lessons that they came here to learn because they were too busy worrying about connecting with a masculine partner or other scenarios where someone was so clingy and needy of the person who they were partnered with and interfered with them so much that they literally had to sit the next round out and not have a partner at all. So you have to remember that this is a cyclical. Now, I personally believe that all of our lifetimes are going on at one time, that it's all one moment of now. That's my own personal belief. I do not say that is the way it is, but even if we're talking about past lives, future lives, or whatever, there's consequences for things that we do in our lifetime. And so our soul is always here to grow and expand, always. So if we come in and we were supposed to get on this train and we didn't get on this train because we decided to get on some other train, then guess what? We're going to have to come back on and we're going to have to get on another train. You see what I'm saying? The soul wants what it wants. The ego wants what it wants. But the soul is the highest authority in what is learned here within this realm of illusion, if you want to call it that. Mm-hmm.
You talk about soul, you talk about ego. What about body?
Well, the body is literally a vehicle. The body is not ego, and the body is not spirit. The body is a vehicle you drive. Does that make sense?
we all alive, and we all need a partner, right? We cannot be alone forever.
No, that's not true. That is not true at all. People can be alone, and many people are alone, and many people choose to be alone. Now, if that is not the path that you are on, that's okay. But that is not true. And this is, again, this is what we're here to do. We're here to find out what these programs are that are running inside of us that say these are the way things need to be. This is the way it is. No, it's that way maybe from your perspective and your genealogy and your lineage and your programs. But no, there are many, many people who did not come here to be in partnership. They came here to discover, rocket science, mathematician type things, or doctors who came to, learn how to heal this particular thing. Some people want to learn how to paint, and some people want to learn how to sculpt, and some people want to learn how to dance. Not everyone came here for divine partnership.
Yeah, but you can't be happy, right, alone.
Absolutely, you can be happy
alone. Can you be happy alone?
Yes.
I am alone. I am alone.
I live alone.
I'm also in union.
I know, but you don't look
much
for nobody. You just live alone every day, your life, and you don't look for partner.
No, what? I don't live. No. I don't live alone. I live with so many people that come through my life in every moment of every day. At the end of this week on Friday, I couldn't wait to take off my high heel shoes, put them down, and say,
sorry.
"No,
I'm
it's
interrupt
okay."
you. I'm talking about your personal life. Can you be alone like a woman forever? You want a partner, no? You want a man. Right?
You could have any partner that you wish to have.
Yeah, but you cannot meet someone who can understand you,
But the thing is again, what's happening in us, I think we've spoken about this before, Irina, you're never going to find something outside of yourself that's going to fill you up, ever. You're not. It doesn't exist. What is inside of you, and you have to find it inside of you. You can't find someone that's going to fill you up. It doesn't work that way. What does work is when you find out what a beautiful, wonderful person you are. You love spending time with you. You indulge yourself in all the wonderful things that you love about your life. You will meet someone who is aligned with that. Mm-hmm. But the days of being aligned with, two people looking just to be married and understand each other and complete each other, I'm sorry. I don't want to be the one to break this to you, but those days are over. Those are the old templated things. They don't exist anymore. The ones that have that, the people who have partnered for someone, I really married this person because I need someone to understand me, and I need to know this person loves me, and I did that. And guess what? And I have my friend Natalie here with me, and she just raised her hand. She did that. All of us, I would say I can see the callers, I can see the people on this call, all been married. And guess what? That old template of I need someone to complete me, I need someone to partner with so I can have children and all that, we went through it, and guess where we are now? We're going through the heartache of the dismantling of that old program template. And we're dismantling it for you and everybody else around us, because that is not what you know. And the reason why I know that, Irina, in your particular case, you met your other in your lifetime. So you know what that feels like. Are you going to settle? No. You haven't settled to this point, have you?
No.
Okay, but the path to getting there is not looking for him. The path to getting there is looking for you. If you want to be, we've talked about this before, if you want to be a mother, go be a mother. Go be a mother to some kid that needs it. Go work around children. They need you desperately.
No, but I'm trying to say, let's say we are all women, right? And we want, whatever. Everyone is different. But let's say, can I talk about, something mutual?
Of what?
No, let's say about sex, right?
Right.
Can you feel yourself complete without any sex?
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
no. Let's back up here. Let's back up here. Just because you don't have a man physically in your life does not mean you cannot have complete physical bliss. Okay? I've experienced complete physical bliss, okay, to extraordinary lengths without having a physical being in my proximity. All right? That was part of my unveiling process to myself as I was growing in my beingness. You know, I had experienced those experiences, but it wasn't until I started to realize that connection that you're looking for, that connection is on a much higher level than you would ever know it. It doesn't have anything to do with bodies. It has to do with an energy. In fact, the orgone energy that is made between people. If let's say a twin or a connection was on the other side, you could still have that same connection. You can literally have physical connection with that person in a fifth-dimensional way to where you experience it and it blows your mind. It's as you would not even experience. And I can vouch for this, okay? I've had mind-blowing experiences that I never experienced in the physical. When I experienced that, what did I say? I said, oh, my God, I am one within myself. Now, once I got to that, then I didn't need the other guy. I didn't need anybody. You know what I'm saying? Now, does that mean I don't want that? Of course not. Of course I do. But I don't need it. So by not needing it, I draw it to me naturally, and I have it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you are great. You explain so great. But anyway, you don't feel like, I feel like it's always like you feel like it's missing something, right? Like you always.
Well, right now, Irina, you are missing that. You know, I think that's pretty apparent. You are missing that. So, but the only thing that I can say is something that I've said many times before. You have to go within yourself and find out what makes you happy. There has to be something else in your life that makes you happy besides having a man. There has to be.
Besides men?
Yes.
Even men, besides men, would make me happy.
Remember when we talked way back a few shows, Irina, about you finding your inner child and the things you loved to do when you were young? Those are the things you need to go in and focus on. Get back to your inner child and do the things that make you happy, because you have to find that happiness within you, and you have to learn to love yourself, because until you love yourself, you can't truly love another. You have to experience the love of self first. When you love yourself, you're also living in your sacred heart.
I know what you mean. I heard that before.
That's the truth.
Can I add something to this?
Yeah, go on.
I mean, it's Naglaa. I don't want you to feel guilty that you want to have, you know, a physical connection with another. Or, I mean, everything that Debbie and Keleena said are absolutely true. However, it has to be true for you in a way that you actually understand what they're talking about. There's nothing wrong with having a physical or intimate connection with another. You know, you want to have a man and everything, and that, by the way, is available to you. If you want it, you're going to have it. I don't see any problem for any woman to get any man in her bedroom or getting her a man as close as that to her. However, it's not a problem. I'm sure this world, it's open. So don't think that this is not available to you, having children, having family, or having all that. This is all available in front of you. But what's going to make a big difference is the quality of that connection that you're going to have with that person. And as Debbie said, and as Keleena were explaining to you, it's about how you see yourself. You can see yourself as missing things or on a lower vibrational level, or that you don't have this and I don't have that. So the quality of a human being that you're going to attract into your life is going to be matching that. And what Debbie and Keleena are trying to explain is that the more you raise your own self-worth of how you see yourself as whole, or how you see yourself as everything beautiful as you are, a beautiful soul, then you're going to attract a higher quality connection, and you're going to have everything that you ever wanted. Not just with your twin. The twin is an amazing person, and we see that they have their own perfection and everything, but they also, that journey itself allows you to become more empowered in who you are as a woman, so you don't accept something less than that. You have to see something that is worthy of a goddess that you are. a man who's going to be worthy of you, who's going to be up to your level of your own spirituality. Not just any man. Any man is available to you. I bet you, if you go out of your home one day, decide, I'm going to have a man, I'm going to have a boyfriend tomorrow.
I know, but all this connection is so poor. It's true.
Exactly. You're starting to
the
see
more
your
I
own
try
inner
to find connection, the more I try to find connection, the most it's horrible connection. I don't know why. The more I'm trying, and it's just so weird. And I'm thinking like, maybe I really need just my twin flame to find, like, to look specially for him, because it doesn't work. It just doesn't work with anyone else.
You don't need to try. That's the whole thing. Why would you try to find someone? If you want to have someone in your life, all you need to do is just work on yourself. Just keep working on yourself. Keep, the things that Debbie just mentioned, the things that Keleena mentioned to you, and I don't know what your history is, but whatever they're telling you how to do things, it's really to help benefit you so you become that vibration that's going to align you with someone who's matching to you. See, sometimes when we talk about these concepts, it's really a representation of things that we see beyond the veil sometimes, and it's hard when you're looking at your ego level or the 3D level, what's in physical manifestation in your life right now. Like whatever you're seeing with your own eyes, you don't see whatever they're telling you is going to get you into, but just try to open your mind and open your heart really to what they're saying, because they're telling you about things that if you work on these things, everything else is going to fall in place. You're going to find that match. You're going to find that love. You're going to find that vibration. And I don't know what's going on with you and your twin, but who knows, maybe you're going to cycle back to your twin. So there's so much, so many possibilities are going to be open up for you. And that's the whole thing about being empowered as a woman. You're going to have to find your match. If you want to have a sexual relation or an intimate relation, it's available. You're going to find someone who's going to love you. I'm not going to say it's someone who's not going to love you, but you want a specific kind of love. You want a quality love, a quality connection with another person. And you need to have that when you have that with yourself first. You see yourself as worthy, see yourself as able to find anything that you want in your life because it's already there for you. Life is open. Life is open, and I hope other people are hearing me, with all of this whole thing that it's only my twin, I'm not going to be happy other than my twin. It's misconception, and we limit our abilities to find love, because love is always there. Yes, some of us, if you know that you have to be with your twin or you're meant to be with your twin, then you know it. But again, you still have to enjoy life and have joy with whatever brings you that joy, not necessarily dependent on a man or another person. So I hope that makes sense to you.
Thank you. What's your name?
Well, Naglaa.
Okay, nice to meet you. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
That was great, Naglaa. Thank you so much for contributing. Thank you. I love hearing you talk.
May I say something, please?
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I know that I have had the pleasure of speaking to Miss Irina before, and I don't think she listened to me. Maybe it's because I am of the divine masculine that she is looking for, but I am not your twin, so don't you worry. I will not become running after you. Listen, do not be chasing your own tail, my dear, okay? You are going in circles. You are running around and creating this circle of this madhouse. You are not giving people more than one chance when you meet them either, are you? You go out with them once and say, hey, it's not the one for me because he is not like my twin that I have met before. Is that correct?
Yeah, a little bit.
Go on. Oh, a little bit. I know you, Miss Irina. I have been with you and I have walked with you after the first show when you asked your first question. You do not give people a second chance. One thing, as I have said earlier, is you must understand that not everybody is meant to be here with their twin at this time. So you must give those that can participate as your soulmate a chance.
Yeah,
Don't
but I'm not comfortable.
No, do not meet with them once and go, oh, he is not like my twin. He does not look like him. He does not have the same connection. We don't have that root connection for. It does not matter. You have to give people a second chance. All right?
No, I try hard. I try No.
No.
2 chances. I try very, very hard
to try,
be.
my dear.
I try, like, I give
me.
all myself. I give all myself just to keep it someone, because I want to, like, family. I want to have a children. And I'm trying so hard. Like, I give everything. And
you are trying. All right, listen. You're trying too hard, my dear. You're throwing it all out there first. That is not something that you do in an introductory meeting. Now, listen. You have expectations, and you are placing conditions on people. You are out there fishing with a fishing pole for someone to marry you and have children with, is what you are doing. You're not out there looking for the relationship, a slow blooming relationship that must begin with love, my dear. It must begin with love. You cannot go fishing and pull someone in on the hook and have that perfect catch. You must understand this. It's not going to happen the first time. You must get to know people. You must give them the benefit of the doubt. You must not place high expectations on them. And if they say, oh, I don't know if I want to have children, you can't just go, check, he's done. Do you understand? Because that person may just be a little bit uncomfortable with speaking about that in the first date or two. You have to get to know people. You have to give someone a few minutes. If you like them, if you have a connection, give them another chance, and give them another chance, and grow with the person. You don't just check them off your list and go next, because if you do that, as I said, you're going to be chasing your own tail for the rest of your life. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It is hard to hear these words, but I'm going to be very blunt. It doesn't happen that way. You must fall in love. You can't just marry someone just to marry someone and have children. That is not how it's done. The old marriages of arranged marriages should not be in existence anymore. Those are templates that are being broken. Getting married just to have children is a template to be broken. You must be in love. And that is what we are doing here at this very moment in time. It is about moving to the heart center. It is about living in that fifth dimensional, unconditional state of being, of unconditional love. You must first find the love within yourself, of yourself, make yourself worthy, and find that vibration that exists out there, that man that is just perfectly right for you. And by perfectly right, I mean imperfectly perfect, because never anyone is going to be perfect. Does that make sense? Somebody will have flaws, and you have flaws as well. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your name
As
again?
human. Well, I am Kuthumi from Beyond the Veil. Do you want to know Keleena? I am speaking through Keleena.
Oh, okay.
But listen, my dear. You must do as Deborah and Keleena have told you in other shows. You must find the love within yourself first. Because until you do, you don't have that love to give and receive back. Do you understand that?
I love myself, but it's not enough to feel comfortable alone, you know.
No, and I'm going to say you don't. I'm telling you right now, you have not found that self-love yet. I am telling you.
You think
all right?
so? Why?
I know so. Because you have not gone within yourself. And I'm going to ask you something. Can you look at yourself in the mirror and look at yourself in the mirror and 25 times in a row say, I love you, until you are crying? If you look in the mirror and do that, will you start crying? Or will you just say, I love you?
I don't know if I can do.
All right, listen to me. If you can look at yourself in the mirror, and you can say it until you start crying. When you start crying, that's when you're really feeling the reflection of the self-love back at you. But if you just look in the mirror and you say, I love you, just to look at yourself and say it, you're not feeling it. Because it's not resonating with the soul. It is only words to you. It must be a penetration of love. You must feel the love within yourself, for yourself. And
yeah,
when you
because
have that love, you can give it and you can receive it. My dear, it is the law of attraction, okay? What you put out there in positive thought, you will get back. But if you walk around saying, I cannot find this man, I will not find this man, where is this man, I will never have this man, I will never have these babies, guess what you're going to get? Nothing. You must walk around, I've talked to you about this before. You must say, I love myself. I am love. That man is out there waiting for me. He is there for me. I'm going to have children. I'm going to be married to someone that loves me. You must put that positivity out into the universe so that you can receive it back. What you put out there, you give, receive. What you ask for, you receive. But my dear, you've got to do the inner work. You have got to love yourself in such a way that it makes you cry when you feel that love for yourself within, like the love of unconditional love for a child. When you love a child so much that you would do anything for that child because it is your own child, nothing can break the bond of unconditional love. You understand? That is the love you must feel for yourself, the unconditional love. And do not put any conditions on yourself, and do not put any expectations on yourself of being the perfect woman, because it does not exist. Do you understand?
Yeah.
No one can be perfect. The soul is perfection. Love is perfection. And that is all. All right?
Thank you. I'm sorry, I just, can you repeat your name again?
I'm talking through Keleena. Is that what you want to know? I'm going to step back now.
It's Master Kuthumi. Irina, it's Kuthumi. If you look up Kuthumi online, you'll find out that he's a master teacher.
Yeah.
From the other side.
Yeah.
That he is the world master teacher, and we're very lucky that I'm so blessed to have him in my life through Keleena. It's the strangest thing to have Keleena and Kuthumi talking to me at the same time. The three of us sit there and have a full-blown conversation, and I'm like, I don't feel like it's just two people at all. There's three of us sitting there, and it's amazing. But I hope that he brought some clarity to you. I hope that some of the things that we've said have been helpful. My heart is completely open for your situation and where you're at, and I ask right now for the highest guidance for you, and, that you be surrounded by the love of all of us that are here on this call right now, to just know who you are, who is your authentic being. You are a beautiful soul of light, okay? You have every beautiful ounce of beingness to move out into the universe. May you discover that and find that so that you can vibrate at a level where you bring forth that one, whether it be that one or another equivalent. Okay, darling?
Thank you so much, guys. You're great.
Okay, much love to you.
Thank you
for calling. Thank you for calling.
Thank
you. All right. Okay. We have time for, let's see, it's 11:45. We probably have time for one more call. Would anyone like to put themselves into the queue? Or maybe let's say, Naglaa, would you like to just talk a little bit? Huh?
Wait, I have a question.
Okay, Kuthumi has a question. Is it for me?
No, I've had enough of you. It's been 2.5 years of you, my God.
I know. That's it? I thought we were like eternal soulmates.
Oh, good God, no. It's bad enough I have to see you on the other side. Oh, my God.
Okay.
Naglaa, my dear.
I'm here.
I was with you in Egypt.
This time?
Yes.
Well, it was crazy.
When you visited, my dear, when you visited this past, which was it, a few months ago? 4 months ago?
January. January.
Yes, I was there. I was watching you. And no, you cannot sneak into those rooms that you wanted to look in and peek in.
I know.
I know. I know. I heard your thoughts, and I watched you, and I walked right behind you. Yes.
I try to take
See, all of you think that I don't know what's going on. Go on, tell me about it.
About my experience?
No, tell me about the room you wanted to get in, and I'll tell you what's in there.
Well, yeah, I wanted definitely to get it. Well, I've been to Egypt this last January, for those who maybe might be listening, and I went inside the Great Pyramids of Giza. I mean, even though I was raised in Egypt, born Egyptian, I've been to the pyramids before, but this was the first time that I got inside the Great Pyramids of Giza when, after my huge awakening with my twin flame journey and being, into my channeling and into all of that spiritual world. So the experience was unbelievable. It was truly unbelievable. It took me a very long time after that to process the information.
All right.
And I could feel
there were
the
rooms
energy.
that you wanted to get into.
It's the room. Well, I'm going to try to remember, but it was just all a blur right now. But the pyramids have interesting stuff.
Oh, yes, they do.
They have a lot of interesting things. And even the pictures that I took, showed the amount of spirits that were in there. It felt for me that, the archangels got me to the door of the pyramids and they let me in. You deal on your own in there.
Oh, it was not the angels. Why does everybody always say it's the angels? It was Kuthumi. I was with you. I said, let her in.
You were. It was hard for me to actually decipher a lot of stuff in there. But,
yes,
it was a fascinating experience. I actually, if I could stay inside and spend all,
there.
I did not want to get out. That's all I can say.
Sleep there. You wanted to sleep there. I know. It was comfort for you. But let me tell you something. The next time you go, you call Master Kuthumi first, and I'll get you backstage passes, okay?
Yes.
All right. No problem. I have connections. Okay.
I know you do. I connected my Palladian, background and, channeled energy through the corners of the pyramids. But I think next time I'm going to be much more focused than that.
All right. Very good. I love it. I'm glad you had a good time. I will keep an eye on you next time. Make sure you don't take anything. All right, Miss Deborah.
Yes, we have another person in the queue. Yes, and it's my very, very dear friend and co-twin. No, she's not my twin. No, I'm going to unmute her in a second. I'm just going to introduce her before. All right, I'm picking you, but you have to be quiet so I can introduce you. The person who's calling in is a very, very dear friend of mine. Our children have been friends since they were in kindergarten together, and we discovered that we both were twins, and it was a very amazing experience. But anyways, Natalie, thank you for calling in.
Hello.
Hi, Natalie.
Hi. Hold on, now I do have to go in another room. Okay. So I just wanted to share, I came in on the call kind of late, but right when I came in, I believe Kuthumi was talking to the caller before the last one about, just made the statement, not everyone is meant to be physically with their twin at this time or in this life or however you want to put that. And I just wanted to share an experience and what has happened recently in my journey and hope that it will be encouraging to others. It's very much new and just in the process, and I don't know what is going to happen, but I met someone when I was 12 years old, which is many years ago now. And
not as many years ago as me, young lady. My young friend.
Well, but anyhow, so for many years, even though we were not together, that person was always in my heart, always in my life. And then after I met Debbie, when we became friends, and we've been on this path together, and have really believed that this man is my twin. And I had some contact with him a few years ago, which caused major changes in me, or catalyzed major changes in me and in my situation, because I have been married for 20 years to a good man that I care about, but I do not have that heart connection with. And we are getting divorced, and it's been very difficult. But I have thought that I was in a place where I was headed towards being in union with this man that I have loved for so long and really believed is my twin. But he is married and has small children, and we have not had we had contact for, I don't know, a year and a half on and off, with some drama and just different things, and a lot of things expressed to one another, and a lot of energy exchange and just things going on in me. And then we have not had any connection or any physical contact or talking or anything for at least a year. And so during that time, I've just been really going through my own personal growth, and a lot of cleansing, healing, clearing, a lot of tears, a lot of letting go, and a lot of just focusing on, loving myself, getting back to the roots of who I am, and becoming, more of myself and who I am called to be. So I am going through this divorce, and I was pretty much set that, I'll just be by myself. I want to be by myself right now. I need to be by myself right now. And just focusing on that, and not knowing what's going to happen, but really thinking, okay, well, at some point, hopefully before too long, I will be with this twin. Well, about 2 months ago, a coworker of mine introduced me to this man at work, and we were in the same profession, and didn't think much of it, but he's aside from what we do, we're both registered nurses. He's a photographer, so we just started talking about this, his photography, and he showed me some things, and he said, you can see more on Facebook, and gave me his name. So anyhow, we became Facebook friends, and through that, I saw just things that touched my heart and touched my spirit, and all this stuff began to stir up. And anyhow, to make a long story short, if that's possible for me, I don't know where things are going to go exactly, but I have been completely shocked and amazed, and am so blissfully happy that this person has come into my life and has touched my heart and stirred up things, and that I have this connection that I didn't think was possible with anyone other than the person that I've thought, or that may still be my twin. It probably is, because I'm not feeling those same things that I have experienced with him previously, but I think there's reasons for that, because I need to be free to have love, to have someone else. And I didn't. You can ask Debbie if this had even been I don't know, 2 months and a day ago, I wouldn't have been open to the possibility that there's someone else.
Oh no.
And I am to the point now where I want this. I want what I am seeing as is possible, and this connection that I have now with this person,
which is mutual. Which is mutual, by the way.
It is mutual. He's a bit reserved but it is definitely mutual, and it is incredible. Like, it's more than what I've experienced. And I have had people, a couple people close to me, Debbie, of course, being one of them, and then another close friend of mine, that it's like they're being shown, wow, this is really something. Like, you know, I don't know how to put it all exactly, and it is still
May I say
really...
something?
Yes, of course.
My dear?
Yes.
So now you understand. We've had millions of lifetimes. And sometimes I've explained this before. Those that we no longer are on the same vibration would fall away so that we move up the ladder. You remember this? I don't know if you were on the show for this or if you listened to this. But those that we no longer are on the same vibration would tend to fall away. And we find those that are. And there are many out there, whether it is a soulmate or whether it is a twin flame or a twin soul or whatever you wish to call it. You will find that heart connection with someone that you are meant to be with. And remember, you planned it. So whatever happens, happens, and be grateful for the experience rather than saying, I'm never going to be with my twin. Because it's the happiness that it brings you in the connection after you found your happiness within yourself first. That is key. This, as Keleena calls it, is the cherry on top. When you find that person that makes you even more happy than you already are, it is that extra piece of love. Because you've already found the love within you.
Yes.
And you're in wholeness. And now you've found that love outside of yourself. And that just makes everything even brighter, does it not? You feel like you're flying.
Yes.
It is a rush to the soul is what it is. It is a rush to the heart and soul. And when you have that rushing feeling, it is so much more when it is in the sacred heart than in the sacral or the root chakra. The feeling is more of a oneness. So, you don't always have to hold on to, I found my twin flame, so I must be with him or her. No, you don't have to, because you may find someone else that's going to love you in return, respect you, and be worthy of each other, instead of going back and forth in the delusions of, you know, the fighting, the egotistical stuff. Okay?
Yes, I know.
Sense?
Yes, yes, thank you.
It is more of a, as I like to call it when Keleena and I talk, simplicity. Love is simple. Love is divine. Love is not meant to be ego. Love is not meant to be arguments. And love is not meant to be fighting or anything like that. Love is only love. And love is pure. And the soul, when the soul is pure, you find that one that vibrates on the same connection with you. All right?
Yes. Thank you. I'm laughing. I am filled with such joy. Just such incredible joy.
And it is good because that is a high vibration as love.
Well, I have to, can I interject here? I've been on this path. Oh, stop it. Max, go in the shower curtain. No, I'm kidding.
It's after 11. It's cut-off time. Good night, Deborah.
No. I think this is my show. I'm kidding.
No, this is the Kuthumi show.
No, it isn't. No.
Go on, I will allow you to speak. You've got 30 seconds.
Oh, my goodness. I guess I'll do a Kuthumi.
Oh, my
Kuthumi. I should like to speak, please.
All right.
All right. What I want to say is that I've been on this journey with Natalie for years. All right? I've known her entire situation.
Oh, good God.
Oh, good God.
I just feel bad for Debbie.
I don't feel bad for me. Oh, gosh. I've loved every minute of it. I know. I'll give you a Kuthumi. I know. Anyway. No, I will. Yes, I will. But anyways, really, in all seriousness, I have seen this person go through the cleansing, purging, peeling away of all of the layers and the programs and religious programs and, needing men and needing. I've seen her peel away all of these layers and start to stand, and I say start, it's been a while, stand in this lovely energy. I've seen her interact with her soon-to-be ex, and I've seen how she stands in love and how she brings forth peace and understanding even when he goes completely berserk, because it's understandable. He doesn't understand. He's not there yet, but she's helping him. She's transitioning like I am, the difference between the old templated relationships and the new. She's helping with that transition. She's not just saying, I'm going to just jump out of this and go over here and do something different so that she leaves this other person. No, it's transitioning. It's transmuting all of that energy. Now, getting onto the other side, I've seen her stand before this person came in her beautiful, loving self. And she was there for me when I was shedding quite a few tears, praying over me in tongues and in love and in light language and being there for me in her beautiful, loving self. She reached that, I want to say, coming into wholeness. Now, when you come into wholeness, it does not mean your journey ends. I mean, Kuthumi is the first thing to say. We continue to grow. We continue to grow. But she stepped into wholeness. And when you step into wholeness, you open yourself up to all the beautiful things that the universe has to offer you, no matter what it is. And look at what's happening. What do we know is going to happen? It doesn't matter. The ice cream scoop is in the middle. Who cares about the past? Who cares about the future? She's focusing on that scoop of ice cream right in front of her. And she's, I know, I could just hear your thoughts. I can hear your thoughts. What is too much information? Too much information. But anyways, kudos. And let this be a message to all twins. Listen to me. You can be with the twin if that is your life plan. But you want to know what? The beauty that you become and have stepped into and are stepping into and are, mastering this a beautiful, authentic you. When you are expanded with that energy, the world is your oyster. I'm not kidding you. You create the most beautiful things, and it may be that person returning because that's the way it was meant to be. And then it may be someone else coming in, but it doesn't matter because you feel that exact connection that you started with in the first place. So I will just end with that.
And if I can just say, truly, as Debbie knows, I was not open at all to this possibility.
No.
Just a very short time ago, I could not fathom.
None of you were.
And
none of you have been.
Yes. And I talked to Keleena actually about it when it first, when I first experienced this a month ago or something. And so I was not open, but something began, I just continued to do that work and be open and ask to have my heart open. And I, every day, ask for highest good, deepest truth, greatest love, and perfect will. Like, what is the right thing, the perfect things, the best things. And my heart gradually opened, and then it's like, it's just it's just unstoppable, because once I made this connection, it's just something unstoppable and incredible. And I can't imagine missing out on whatever this turns out to be by keeping my mind closed that, oh no, I've had this incredible experience with this twin or this connection, so I can't have something else. I would be missing, even right now, no matter what the outcome. I have certain sort of inklings of things, but I don't know, and I try to stay unattached to outcomes. It's difficult sometimes.
You're doing wonderfully well. I just want to add that. You really are.
You. But I would be missing something so beautiful, even if it was over right now. I would have missed something so incredibly beautiful and remarkable that I just want to encourage everyone listening, just open your heart, just open, that love is so big. There is so much. And if you are a twin and you have that, as we've heard before, you are already one. So if you find someone else to love, it just adds to it. It doesn't take anything away from that connection. And I actually got some glimpse of that and thought that I could do that with my husband. And I tried. I was trying, but the match is not there. I was open to it. That vibrational match, that heart connection, it is not there. And it's time to let go. And that's been difficult. It's been difficult today from, a perspective of having hurt someone so much in order to be who I am. Yes.
I would like to ask a question first.
Yes.
In the beginning of your marriage, or when you were dating your husband,
yes,
there was a connection, yes?
Yes.
Yes. It is the same thing as I said before. When you no longer vibrate with that person, the connection falls away.
Yes.
It is a learning experience. And every single person that you fall in love with, and there will be many through your lifetimes, there will not only be one. Okay? It is an experience that you planned. We love many through our lifetimes. We fall in love with many through our lifetime. And there is nothing wrong with that. Is there?
Some of us more than others.
Love,
well,
love is the highest joy.
I've been told even today that there is something wrong with that.
No.
And
I'm going to tell you right now, if somebody is speaking from ego when they tell you that, all right?
I know, but
love
it still hurts.
is the highest. I don't care what they say. You just walk away. Love is the highest vibration. You are love. You are the energetic vibration of love. It is all we are. We come into these physical bodies in spirit as love, and you leave in love. You may fall in love because the heart knows what the heart wants. The heart seeks and finds the vibration. You see?
Yes.
If you are not on that same vibration, it falls away. And there's nothing wrong with it, because every single person that you love, you have taken an experience from, and you know what you want, and you know what you don't want. And again, you planned it yourself. Never feel guilty about love.
Both planned it. Both.
Absolutely. It is a contract that both made. And you've made contracts with many people. You may meet one person for 2 minutes in your entire life. Guess what? You contracted that meeting. It was just for a moment, but it doesn't matter. That person showed you something, all right? It may have only been a smile or a wink or a gaze, but guess what? You remembered it. You took something from it that day. Maybe that day you were having a bad day and somebody was walking past you on the street and they smiled really big at you, and it changed your vibration because you needed it at that moment. You contracted that 1 minute with that person, with that soul you'll never see again. And they made you feel happy. And guess what? That was done in love. The simplest things are love. And everybody must understand that.
Yes.
So you leave a marriage. It's okay, because you know what? Both parties will most likely find someone else if they choose to. If they choose to wallow in self-pity, that's ego. But most likely, they will seek and find someone else. You don't have to seek. Sometimes the people just fall into your lap, right, Natalie?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Keleena, have you had anybody fall in your lap?
Too many.
Stop it.
Too many.
I would like to say I have never seen a woman have so many people in her inbox in the morning. I love you. I want to marry you. They may not speak the same language she does, but, same thing. No. I say that to her sometimes, too, and then I say, nope, just kidding. Oh, God. It's all right. But I'm going to go ahead and step back. But I just want to know, I want you all to know, the love that you must always find within yourself first, okay? Mm-hmm. In order to find that love that is needed outside of yourself. That's when you find that love within yourself, you found your own vibration. And you give off, you exude that light, and you exude that vibration of love. What you put out there comes back to you. You understand? That is what you attract. So that is why you must love yourself first. Because when you love yourself first, you carry that vibration of love. You put it out to the universe sends it back in the other form. All right? It is that simple. Yeah. It's sometimes so hard for the human mind to comprehend. I'm going to step back now. My ice cream is starting to melt. It's been an awful long time.
It doesn't melt. Why are you kidding me? It doesn't melt over there. You know it, and I know it.
Well, I don't even eat. I am only energy. But I would like to say, ladies, it has been a lovely evening. I'm going to step back, and I will talk to each of you soon. And I wish you all joy and love and the highest vibration.
Thank you.
Namaste. 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 Love you, Kuthumi. Always fun.
Well,
Keleena.
Right. Hey, I'm here. Yeah.
Hey, are you here?
Hi, Keleena.
Keleena. How are you?
Now we need Keleena to start talking now.
Okay, it's 11:15. It's time for bed.
It's time for bed. What's bed? I don't sleep anymore. I don't. You know, you might as well just tattoo it on my forehead. I don't sleep.
I don't do a whole lot of sleeping myself. But.
Really?
I do. Oh my gosh. I sleep for all of you.
Oh my gosh, I'm jealous. You're not supposed to say that to us.
Too bad I just said it. I'm going to have a nappy now.
Oh.
I need sleep.
Thank you very much for letting me share. I appreciate it.
I swear that was the best thing that we needed. We needed to hear that, Natalie. All of us needed to hear that. Everyone who's listening out there, because a lot of people listen to this. We probably have 500 to 1,000 people that listen to the show after it's recorded. So it's really, really important. And I'd like to encourage, you know, I really love to see you all here. And contributing and calling in, because every question that you ask or every story that you bring forward is touching someone's lives. So if you're out there and you're not in this moment of now, but you're listening to this afterwards, please try to join us. And, you know, I'm going to do something. We are having a conference in Chicago. It is June, and let me get these dates right.
30.
June 30th through July 2nd. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There is, I'm going to do this. If you are interested in finding out information on it, go ahead and email twinflametogether@gmail.com. So that's twinflametogether@gmail.com. And this is for anyone who's listening now or in the future, in this moment of now, that you want to find out more. We would like to have you contact us. We are really trying to organize, actually now, a mailing list of people who want to know more. Like, if you want to know when the show is, we're going to be able to email you and tell you. Facebook is very limiting in all of that. So, you know, if you would like to be part of our list so that we can get a hold of you, that would be wonderful. Hang on a second. I'm getting a reverberation from your phone.
Five of us are coming in from,
Okay.
5 of us are coming in from different parts of the country for this. So
yes, we're flying in from all over
together.
The place.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and for this 3-day event. So
yeah.
I want to add something about that conference.
Yes, please do. Really quick. Naglaa, please do.
Well, I want people to understand that, you know, at least for the 6 people participating in this conference, like 6 speakers, you know, everybody coming to speak at this event is coming with so much wisdom and so much knowledge and so much, you know, gifts that they are sharing with everyone coming to that conference. And, you know, a lot of us are, we're doing videos, and we have people who watch us in videos, and we have people communicating with us on Facebook or, with our own clients or readings or all these things. But there's a huge difference between, seeing us or talking to us through these forms of communication, like the 3D forms of communication, and communicating with us in person, because the amount of energy that I can actually just imagine that's going to be available, and the amount of help, it's going to be like personal help. You're going to have so many people, so many different experiences that are bringing it to the table. It's going to be so valuable. I feel it's something that's going to propel each person attending the conference forward, to give them understanding, knowledge, empowerment about their journey, not only just the twin flame journey of how they're going to deal with their twin, but it's truly about their life experiences, because twin flame journey is a life experience. It's about how you connect with your physical reality. So the amount of help that you're going to get is just it's going to be really, really tremendous.
Right.
The energy that you're going to be picking up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's not just going to be talking. There are things that we're going to be doing. Like, I will be bringing through light language that is like soul shifting. You'll be changing. It'll be getting you on your path. Naglaa will be bringing in her wisdom and doing this thing that she loves. We've got healers there. There's going to be all kinds of things going on, all different energies. And you're going to take away from this so much more than you'll expect to. And like 36 hours after you leave, you're going to start shifting. So it's going to be a pretty divine intervention, and
and
probably something like you've never really done before.
We'll be able to be a little bit more open in a personal setting too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll be able to share a little bit more of our true journey. That is something that takes place when you have smaller, more intimate groups of people. You're able to say things, a little bit maybe more in depth than you can, otherwise. So, there's going to be a lot of really great things to be gained from that conference, and I am so excited to get us all in the same room. I mean, this is exciting times. Think about it. If you think about the fact that we're Facebook, right? We're Facebook and all this, and it's like here we're resonating with some of the same truths, but we all have such different experiences. Bringing it all together under one roof in one room, and we really want you to be there. So if there's any way to make it to Chicago, please try to do that. If you can't make Chicago because it's not any place close, please join that mailing list. At least email us at twinflametogether@gmail.com, and we will get you on our mailing list so that, what I plan to do is send out a survey to say, where would you like us to come? Where are you located? And then we'll look at who wants us to come where. So that's just something about that.
Yep.
Girls?
Yeah.
I'm tired. 11:22.
I know, I'm tired. I know.
11:22.
Yeah. So I guess it's time to wrap up for the night. I'm going to do what I always do, which is take us all off of the Q&A mode and take us out of mute, and we'll end Q&A. Okay. Now, everyone, we can all just say goodnight to each other.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you very much. Good night. Love you. Bye. Bye.
Right here by my side.